Hi, Dr. Dean Tillman here from New Life Naturopathic. Going to talk to you a little bit today about why I do what I do. We get a lot of questions from people, so I'm going to kind of give you my story. In 1990, I graduated from Palmer College of Chiropractic with research honors and then started practicing doing chiropractic care. Well, in 1996, I was in a very severe car crash. The car flipped over, ended up breaking my neck, crushed an artery in my neck, damaged my brachial plexus, got a paralyzed muscle in my chest, took off part of my finger, had to repair my hand, a whole bunch of glass. And my exercise at that time was hiking, biking, kayaking, outside doing stuff. I wasn't a go to the gym guy. I was being active, doing my sports and things like that. And since I broke my neck, I couldn't do any of that stuff. And so what happened is, where my office used to be, I was right across the street was a fast food restaurant, right at corner was a fast food restaurant, and right down the block was a donut shop. And so what happened is, because I wasn't moving, I was depressed, I was hurting, a lot of pain, I started eating bad food, eating fast foods, eating candies, donuts, junk like that. And so I went from a weight of basically 170 pounds all day long up to 285 pounds. I knew that I needed to get some help and get myself straightened out, so I started looking at diets and things, and trust me, I've done every diet just out there because I was trying to lose that weight. I was getting up when I finally could start to work out again and feel good. I was getting up at 5:30 in the morning, going to the gym, working out, going to work all day, get done with work, doing these weird diets, getting on the treadmill, working out on the treadmill for another 30 minutes to an hour. And after a year of doing that, I lost 0 weight, 0 pounds, and feeling worse than actually ever before. I tried taking like pharmaceutical grade nutrition because it was available to me as a doctor. Didn't work, kept getting sicker and sicker. So finally my friends were like, hey, Dr. Tennant, why don't you come with us to a class on whole food supplements, whole nutrition? And I was like, I don't want to go to a product seminar. But I ended up going anyhow. And basically what it was is, it was a standard process seminar. And we didn't talk about product. What we talked about in the class was conditions. So the first class I went to was on brain conditions, like what happens to people when they have Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease and all these different things, and how's the physiology breaking down and what's going on with the body, the latest and greatest research. And so, and then what you looked at is, how do I apply nutrition to make these systems work better, function better? How do I get my patients healthier? And as I started, like, this is very intriguing, because that's what I'm kind of searching for myself, because, like I said, very unhealthy. Fast forward a little bit, another class comes up, and it was, I went up to the doctor, and it was on inflammation, cardiovascular health, weight. And so I was like, all right, this is the guy I want to talk to. So I go up to the doctor who's doing it. His name was Dr. Bond, and gave me the best advice I ever had. I said, Dr. Bond, during a break, I went up to him, Dr. Bond, I said, hey, here's my story, been in a car crash, blah, blah, just everything I told you. And Dr. Bond looked at me, he goes, go home and read Guyton's Physiology. And I was like, I don't want to do that. I want you to tell me the easy answer. That's what was going through my mind, because that's what everybody's looking for, is the easy answer. And that piece of advice made me realize that there's no easy answer for being healthy. So what did I do? I took his advice, finished the class, and took his advice and talked to him a little bit during it. He goes, you have to understand the physiology, what's going on with the body, why it's breaking down the way it breaks down, what's going on with your system. He said, because if you're going to be a good doctor and you're going to do applied nutrition and nutritional, holistic medical nutritional therapies on patients to get them better, you have to understand these systems and these processes, what's going on with the body. Most doctors don't know it. You need to know it. I said, he goes, I know you learned it in school, but you kind of forgot it because you don't use it every day in your chiropractic practice. I'm like, yeah, you're right. He goes, go home, read it, study it. Well, 20 years later, still reading, still studying, still doing the thing. But what I learned a lot is what goes on with the physiology. How do I have to repair myself? So I was a mess. With chronic pain, I had adrenal problems. And because of the bad eating, I developed liver problems. And because of the bad adrenals, I downregulated my thyroid. Plus, in the car crash, I had a significant head trauma. So I had to do stuff to repair my brain and get my brain and my function back into there. I was a mess. But it took me several years. But the big key thing is I started to realize Oh, it's the foods. I also have to take responsibility for myself, what I'm putting in my mouth. So I started, researching a lot more on foods and how do I balance my foods. And basically what it comes with is that you have to have a lot of vegetables in your diet because you got to get the minerals, the vitamins, those run metabolic activities. You also need a tremendous amount of potassium in your diet and a little bit of sodium in your diet. Why? Because you need the potassium to make glycogen, which is long-term storage of short-term. You can make short-term glycogen, which is a storage that you can activate quickly. So I'm sorry, I'm confusing on that, but you have to have potassium to make glycogen. If you don't have potassium, you can't make glycogen, so your blood sugar levels bottom out, you crave carbohydrate stuff. So I'm going to do a video on that here later. But just the gist of it is I had to realize that I had to change the way I eat. I targeted my supplementation and I did it in systems. So first system I worked on, brain, okay? That's important to me because I need it for learning, I need it for my practice, I need it for figuring out things. And then the next thing I had to work on was the adrenals. And then I had to work on the livers. Then I had to work on my male hormonal system because it was all out of whack because all these other systems are messed up. So over the years, I've gotten actually younger. And as a matter of fact, I had a patient the other day. She's a younger lady. She's talked to me about her thyroid problem. She goes, I want to be as vibrant as you are. And I was like, that was kind of nice from a 26-year-old young lady saying to the 55-year-old guy, I want to be as vibrant as you are. So if you want to be healthy, you want to have someone to help you work through the process and help that understands this and has gone down that road, the same path that you're on, and to get you on a path of health and wellness. It's not just, there's not a magic powder, potion, or pill. We try to get people to really understand that. If you think there is, you're not going to be successful. It takes everything. You have to eat right. You have to move right, which is exercise, chiropractic care, yoga, all that kind of stuff. Doesn't matter. You just got to go to move. And then you have to think right. So you have to figure out how your brain is. You have to start learning, taking responsibility instead of putting things off, because your health is your responsibility. And we also get a lot of patients who want to put off being responsible and because like say that all my insurance doesn't pay. And here's what I kind of tell everybody. My car insurance doesn't pay for my tire rotations. It doesn't pay for my oil changes. It doesn't pay for my windshield wipers. And it doesn't pay if I let my engine blow up. I have to pay that. The only thing that my car insurance pays for is if I'm in a car crash. All the other stuff is my responsibility to keep the car doing good. So if you're going to be willing to do that stuff for your car, why wouldn't you do it for your priceless body to keep your health, wellness? Because it comes back down to this. What is your goal at your end of your life? I know it sounds like a funny question, but what is it? Is it to spend the last 10 years of your life sitting in a bed, someone taking care of you, being a burden to your family and everybody around you? Or my goal is I want to be about 106 years old, I'm still working, and I go on a vacation and I tell my friends, hey guys, watch this. And all of a sudden, boom, I'm gone. That's how I want to go out in life. Start now, working towards that goal with changing your lifestyle. Exercise, proper supplementation, targeted supplementation, especially whole food supplements. There's a huge difference. We'll go later on in another video on that later. So if you want help, you want assistance, you want somebody who's going to be there for you, myself and Miriam, we'll work you through the process. We look at your labs, everything like that. So if you decide that you want to be healthy, look us up at newlifenaturopathic.com and we'll be there and we'll work you through the process. Find us at newlifenaturopathic.com. Watch our other health videos on our YouTube channel at New Life Naturopathic.